Okay, everyone, this is your host from Verity Daily. My name is Mike, and today we're going to be going over a recent video that Eminem put on about Trump and the MAGA supporters. So, if you get to know me, I am not a person that fits in a box. I am not one of these persons that not a liberal or conservative. I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I'm kind of an outsider. I'm wide awake. I guess that's only this way you describe me. So I follow biblical design. Okay. I believe that there's a creator, right? Basically, after that, everything's pretty much understandable. Okay. So I'm following that direction. But I wanted to go over what Eminem said about Trump and the MAGA supporters, because there's one thing in this video that's very, very relevant. Maybe some of you people know, maybe some of you don't. So I want to show it to you and see what you guys think. Not really what you think. It's just my opinion and it's my input on the video itself and the one thing that really stuck out to me in this video. So let's jump into this.
Trump, I get too flustered in my head, and the shit that I want to say, there's too many things I want to say at once. So sometimes I start talking and I'm not able to convey the message the right way because I just get flustered and frustrated. Watching him play to his base that thinks that he cares about them, and it's actually the people that he cares about the fucking least. If you're talking about his core being...
Okay, so one of these things I pointed out in his is he's somewhat true. I mean, I'm sure it's, Trump cares about, his family and certain individuals, but to care about everybody, I think Trump in his own world, he does love the country and the Constitution. A lot of people say, oh, he's a Christian or whatever. I never heard him speak about the word in a long, the Bible or Christianity or Christ in a long, explanation of why he believes what he believes. I know he loves the United States, the traditional United States. I don't believe there's an actual traditional United States. What it stands for, the Constitution, I give you that. Okay, I understand that. But as far as the people running the government, way back when, they were all individuals. They were people that were thought that this is what be great for a country. They didn't like the oppression that the British were doing, and then they brought in what they thought would be the best. Obviously, as time went along and progressed, maybe there's some flaws in it. I don't think it has to be redone. We leave it written in stone, but to go off that and to start some other kind of nonsense, let's just stick to that. And I know there's some people might be offended by what these people had done, but as of today, I think we got somewhere that we can stand on to make what we feel, what we want to see as a country in that direction, and not very off into social countries, socialistic, communist type agendas. And
a majority white middle class. What I don't understand is, how in the fuck do you feel like you relate to a billionaire who has never known struggle his entire fucking life? I will say this, he talks a good one. And if you're in his base, you're a core, let's say you're going to the rallies or whatever, you watch him on TV, you hear him talking this shit, there's part of me that understands, like, all right, he's somehow still got them because he's brainwashing them into thinking.
I don't think he's brainwashing. I think that's done by the individual. And I'm not a supporter of these rallies. I think they're too overdone. I think what he needs to do is, one thing I never liked about Trump is just do your job. I know people are not going to like you, but you agitate more than if you just, be quiet. There's there's a scripture in the Bible that says even the fool is considered wise if he shuts his mouth. Okay. So that's a biblical thing. I just don't, some people like these mean tweets. I don't like them. I just wish he would do his job and put the proof in the pudding. And, you could say what you want about Trump. The people he put in to work around him turned their back on him, whether it be Pence or some of these other Barr. They don't like him. They never did like him. Okay. They put him in these positions. They turned on him. They went totally Judas or, that type of thing on him. And also these rallies. I mean, if you think the election was stolen last time, do something about it. Go deep into each state and make sure that things are done right. Put people in positions to watch these things that are going on. And these rallies, I think he does it more for the ego. I think the guy should just stand back, get things done behind the scenes, and then when it's time to, get close to the election, then he can bring all this out, rile up the base or whatever. But yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with what he's saying to that aspect. But let's keep going with this.
That something great is going to happen. Nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. I don't know, man. I get really flustered.
Yeah, and on that aspect, nothing is happening. Nothing happened. Really, think about it, everything has gotten worse, right? Even when he was president and he wanted to clean up the swamp was never clean. He gave tens of $1 trillion to write checks out to people. He got into the vaccine thing. I mean, there's a lot of things that he didn't do. Obviously, the things he did do is he put people in Supreme Court and judges throughout the country, which I think is the only way that you keep America constitutional, the constitutional republic that we are. And you get rid of some of these people that think they follow certain directions instead of what the core is written for them to follow, these judges. So still, I'm kind of following his theme. I'm not a radical like he's the devil or anything else, right?
When I talk about it.
Okay, so what I wanted to point out here is this. Now, do you see the red circle? Now, inside the red circle is a circle with a triangle with a dot in the middle of it. Okay, so here we're looking at what that actually means. The New World Order is the best symbolized by a triangle with a circle with a dot inside the triangle. Another thing in this is the all-seeing eye, which is his necklace isn't quite as designed as some of these things, but we see it in our money, our American money. If you notice the triangle with the all-seeing eye on it, the eye itself is representative of Satan, who his worshipers believe in an all-powerful, omnipresent, and has the ability to see everything, which is total nonsense. Okay, so if you're going to wear that necklace, obviously you believe in the one world government, you believe in Satan, you believe in the worship of Satan, you believe in if you wear a symbol of a cross, right? Obviously or a fish, you're a follower of Yahweh, right? You're a follower of the Father, or some people call him Jesus, right? So, but as the all-seeing eye goes, he doesn't have that kind of power, right? So, just to getting back with the whole MAGA and Eminem type, whatever he's going off on his rant, and why he put this short video, I have no idea. He didn't finish it. He didn't elaborate on it. And talking about billionaires, he's a multi-millionaire. He knows the struggle from when he came out of Warren, Michigan. He's not from the city of Detroit. He's actually from a suburb. And but anyways, he knows what it's like to be poor. Obviously, he worked himself up from nothing. Now he's a multimillionaire. So he's got the thing there. Trump, you know, people bash Trump because hey, his father was a billionaire and gave him several $100 million to get started. Now, you know, as far as what people that win the lottery, when they get a ton of money just handed to them, if they're not experienced how to use that money, they blow it all and they end up in poverty, divorced, and living on the street somewhere. Um, Trump, he did take these things. I mean, if you can you use the legal system, like he said, you use the system to your use it to where you can benefit yourself, right? Everybody that has their own business uses the tax system, the codes to benefit themselves to keep more of their money. They use the system to where to invest their money in the stock market. They use their system in to buying real estate. All everybody uses the system. So to say that he's a billionaire and handed money to him, how many times have we seen kids that come from multi-billionaires or family members that leave wealth from their fathers that have no idea how to use it and spend it all? At least he went through the system, whether bankruptcy, keeping his money invested in these hotels and these casinos and this real estate like he has. Obviously, he knows how to put people in a position to run it while he's out playing golf, right? So you can't fault him for that. Whether he cares or not about individuals, I don't necessarily. He's not the our father. He's not our somebody taking care of us, right? Um, so whether he's one of them guys that wants to eliminate the all these institutions, right? He didn't do it before. I you know yeah, he's kind of one of us, so to speak. He's an American, yada yada yada. But to say that he's done all these wonderful things, I think he's galvanized a group of people and he's given them some kind of hope because what we've had, you go back through the Obamas and the Bushes and the Clintons and the Reagans and all the back. I mean, these people, do you think any one of them cared about the regular citizen? They cared about an ideology. They cared about the way that they thought the country should go in. There's a lot of people pushing buttons, man. I'm telling you right now. Now, the only thing that Trump didn't do is he didn't seek after individuals uh, for that narrative, right? He didn't go after these people and say, "I need your help, man. What do you want me to do so I can be president?" That's why they don't like him because they can't pull his strings like they've done with the Bushes, the Obamas, the Clintons, uh, and the current guy. What's his name? Biden, right? So yeah, I mean, some of the things that Eminem's putting out is true. Some of it, he wants to bash him. He gets frustrated because he believes a certain way and people don't believe his way, which we all have that opinion. So I hope you guys found value in this video. I'd appreciate if you like this video, subscribe it, share with your friends, and comment. What do you guys think? Um, is Eminem off? Is he on a tangent? Or are you a follower of Trumpism? Right? Um, whatever you want to go in the directions, leave it in the comment. I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.